When you first start making videos, there is a good chance you will look like you are being forced to read a statement against your will. I know that because I did. Actually, let me show you. Hey everyone, and welcome to True or Busted. Look at that. Blink twice if you need rescued. I was stiff. I was overthinking every word. And instead of talking to the camera, I looked like I was trying not to upset whoever was standing behind me. At the time though, I thought the problem was everything else. Maybe I needed a better camera. Maybe I needed better lighting. Maybe I needed a better background. Maybe I needed to rewrite the script another 17 times. But the real problem was much simpler. I just was not comfortable yet. And unfortunately, you cannot buy your way out of that. You have to record your way out of it. That is one of the hardest things about becoming a creator. You normally have to publish videos before you feel ready to publish videos. You have to be awkward in public. You have to hear your own voice. You have to notice the strange things you do with your face. You have to discover that your hands apparently have no idea where they are supposed to go. And then you have to upload the video anyway. But after you have made a few, something begins to change. You stop thinking about every individual word. You stop staring at the camera as though it is about to ask you a difficult question. You begin to speak more naturally. Your personality starts appearing. Not because you suddenly become a brilliant presenter, because the camera stops feeling unusual. Being comfortable on camera is not usually something you either have or you do not. It is a skill. And like most skills, it is built through repetition. You can watch videos about presenting. You can practice breathing, posture, pacing, and eye contact. All of that can help, but none of it replaces making videos. The repetitions are the lesson. And I am still learning it. There are still times when I sound too scripted. There are still moments when I become aware of the camera and suddenly forget how normal human beings speak. But when I compare my newer videos with the older ones, the difference is obvious. Not because I discovered one magical trick, because I kept recording. So if you have made your first few videos and you hate how you look or sound, that does not mean you are not suited to this. It means you are at the beginning. Confidence often arrives after the evidence. You make a video, then another, then another. Eventually, you look back and realise the person in those early videos barely seems like you anymore. Although, they may still appear to be involved in a hostage negotiation. For this week's creator experiment, find one of your earliest videos. Watch a small section of it. Then compare it with your most recent one. Do not just look for what was wrong. Look for what has improved. Your pacing, your voice, your body language, your editing, your ability to explain an idea. Then tell me in the comments what the biggest difference is between your first video and your latest one. Because when you're constantly focused on the next upload, it is easy to miss how far you have already travelled. And if you have not uploaded your first video yet, this is your experiment. Make it. It probably will not be perfect. It might be awkward. You may look like you're reading a ransom note. That is fine. The goal of your first video is not to look like someone who has made 100 videos. The goal is to become someone who has made one video. In the next few episodes, we are going to start testing some of the things creators spend far more time worrying about. Titles, thumbnails, different ways of packaging the same idea. But none of those experiments matter if we are too afraid to keep creating. So make the awkward videos. Keep the old ones. One day, they will become proof that you improved. This is the creator experiment. We are figuring it out together.